Hi everybody, welcome back for the 5th installment of my adventures playing IntoBridge ranked games. This is my second video from their first official season, and you can see right in the middle that I've ranked up to King of Diamonds. You can see here, right here, that my rank is the King of Diamonds. When I last left off, my last video, I was around 10, and basically between the nationals and the regionals I've been playing, I haven't had a ton of time to play, but what I love about this game is that I can play it when I'm waiting for an airplane, or even on an airplane now with internet these days, or like if I'm picking my kids up at a sports activity, that I can sit and wait in the car and just play a couple hands. It's not a huge commitment, so that's great. So just to click through and look at my track so far, you can see I've put in 844 hands. Big difference from last season when I was just pumping through the hands. I've taken a different approach of just playing a few hands at a time. I've been able to maintain a pretty good win rate, 34%. That's a little bit higher than what it was like last season. Part of that is because of the cube, and also they've changed the ratios a little bit as you're ranking up, so that you actually gain more for winning than you lose for losing. That's not true at Kings and Ace level, but earlier levels. So there was actually an incentive for me to play a little bit swingier, just because I don't mind losing more hands. If I win more hands, for every one win and one loss, I'm going net plus. So that's better than two ties. So it definitely changed my style a little bit. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Roger S., you can see, has at the top. He's developed a pretty big lead. In fact, when I looked earlier today, it was really close. So he must be having a pretty big grind session today. He has played a ton of hands. I have not done very well against Roger. And this is one of the new features that they've just come out, which I absolutely love, is they can show you how well you've done against a particular player. So you can see there's 2 rows. And basically the total is I've won 4, lost 9, and pushed 6. So he's got the best of me so far. I'm actually going to take advantage of a different feature today, and I'm going to hit this challenge button and see if I can improve my ratio against Roger. So you can see I've got 17 IBP on King of Diamonds. I've got to grind my way up through to Ace before I can accumulate points like he has. So what do I have here? I have a nice 13 count, normal 1 club opening bid. Okay, and partners bid a heart. So this is a spot where I have 13 high card points, but I also have this singleton diamond, which is really powerful. I like that I'm going to be able to trump my partner's diamond losers. The only thing is, before I go adding support points here for my 8 of diamonds, I'm a little scared that I'm going to be roughing with the 7 of hearts, and the Queen of hearts is so that it's a little bit double counting. But normally what I would do is I'd give myself 3 points for the singleton, and that would be 16, so I would qualify for 16 to 18. Is this hand worth it? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to bid 3 hearts. I don't know how aggressive Roger is, because I've been slow to rank up. I haven't played that many boards against the regulars, so normally I actually have a better idea of my opponent's style, and I would know what he was going to do and kind of make my decision accordingly. So, okay, this is really weird. My left-hand opponent has suddenly overcalled 4 clubs. Now, that's actually not that weird for West to have a hand with long clubs that didn't have a good bid over 1 club. So it's not strange that they've had this good of a hand to bid 4 clubs. But wow, they really think that they can take 11 tricks default bid. What's going on here? 13 to 17. Well, I'm taking a piece of this. I'm doubling. And honestly, I feel like there's a good chance that this is worth a cube. What the cube does, if this is your first video you're catching, is it makes it so that I get double the points if I win, but it means I lose the tie. But I think I've done well to jump to 3 hearts in this hand. I think there's a good chance Roger might have only bid 2, and I've suddenly propelled the opponents to 5 clubs. I'm hitting this double cube, and I'm also doubling 5 clubs, and come on, let's beat this hand and maybe have a different result. That's a pretty good dummy for me. I feel like the fact that I've got, except partner's got no clubs. All right, well, let's see how many hearts we can cash. I don't really want to show the robot all of my points in hearts. Ooh, the 10. It's not a great dummy for me, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was great, but then I realized, hey, there's 3 trumps in the board. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Declare had 6 clubs and 1 heart. Need a trick from you, partner. So far, we've seen 0 high cards from partner. So there's a good chance partner's going to cooperate with at least a point. A trick is what I meant. Okay, so declare 6-4-2-1, it looks like. I don't think that... I think I'm going to be safe to duck the... Okay, and then the ace of spades is good. All right, we got it down 1. Now we just have to win the sweat that he has not done the same thing. Yes! Boom. All right. So I get a win in the win column against Roger, and I get 34 points for beating him, so that's a nice big bump. Let's go rematch. Oh, I should have just checked what he did on the board. It would have been good to go through what he had done. All right. Sometimes I'm a little ahead of myself. So you see I jumped up to 51 over here. So this wouldn't be a terrible time to open a 5-card week 2 bid. Again, if it's not his style, I wouldn't mind just doing it and hitting the cube. I don't know his style enough to really decide to do that. I'm just going to pass. I don't think it's a huge winner to open 5-card week 2s for what it's worth. Interesting. So my partner opened a diamond and my right-hand opponent overcalled a strong no trump. So normally with my partners, what I play here when we open a minor is I play the same system that I play over the opponent's strong no trump, with one exception. It's very important, and I'm confident that Leah plays this, that double is penalty. In this spot, when the person's overcalled a no trump, they have 15 to 17. If we as South have like 10 points or 11 points, we know that they're done because our partner's got opening values and we've got 11 points. And so that means that West would have nothing. And so it's very important to play penalty doubles and know that you play penalty doubles. Let's see what my other options are. What's 2 diamonds? Just a natural raise. What's 2 spades? 6 or 5 solid spades. Well, I can't have 6 or 5 solid spades because I didn't open, right? I don't have great spades. I think my left-hand opponent's got hearts. What I would like to do is stop them from being able to transfer to hearts, because there's a good chance the opponents have a 9-card heart fit, in which case they're going to compete to 3 hearts. I wonder if I bid 2 spades, if that'll just get the job done. Well, look, if I bid 3 diamonds, then they're going to have a really hard time finding hearts. If I bid 2 spades, they're going to have an easier time finding hearts, but when partner has a spade fit, they'll be able to compete to 3 spades. I actually think that if partner has 3 spades on this hand, it could be easily our hand. I have 6 points and my partner's open the bidding, so we have half the deck. I really want to show my spades. I'm doing it. This is a little dangerous. I kind of wish I'd opened 2 spades. Okay, I bought my fit. Let's see. That shouldn't really happen. Partner should not be raising. They should know, in fact, 2 spades should say more like 5 to 9, because I would double when I have 11 points. All right, anyway, let's play 3 spades. I feel like I'm ahead of the game. Should I hit the cube? Should I hit the cube? Probably, right? Unless he opened 2 spades. I think I'm going to do it. I hope I don't get a tie now. Nothing worse than hitting that button and getting a tie. Okay, that's no good. Partner raised me with 2. They have no business raising. Okay, so this is something that I've learned now with Leah, that she does not understand that when it goes a minor or no trump, that we can freely bid 2 of a new suit with a weak hand, because partner will know we're weak because we didn't double. I should have maybe read that description better. So I need to pop up with the ace and get trumps out quickly. That's what it looks like. The king's almost certainly offside. The 10 of clubs is onside, but I need to get trumps out so that they don't get a diamond rough. Let's go. 8. I don't like that 8. Well, finessing. Oof, it was that Queen 8 doubleton. It was. Oh, this is not good. Well, the good news is that me hitting that cube button is not going to matter, because we're just getting a disastrous score here. Either way, I had lost the board when I bid 2 spades. Still have an outside chance. If you have another diamond, I could get out for down 1. No. All right, down 2. That is a loss. Book it. Oh no, it was a push. What did I do? Oh no. So I lost the board anyway because it was a push. Let's see. Did you do exactly what I did, Roger? You did. I wonder if you hit the cube too. Okay. All right. I guess I deserved that. I could have just sat and I went for the big 34-34. All right. Let's hit rematch again. Okay. 9 highs and a void, but this time I can't count full values for the void because I only have 3 trumps. But this hand is definitely worth a limit raise. What does Leah do for limit raises? I don't think that she has a way to show a 3-card limit raise other than going through 1-no trump semi-forcing. I guess I gotta go that way. I could just like bid 1 heart, 4 hearts or something crazy just to stop the opponents from being able to bid spades, which I know they have a ton of, and they're white against red. I'm talking myself into it. Maybe that's what I do. We might have a slam, but it's going to be so hard to bid a slam that I think bidding 1 heart, 4 hearts is the way to go. I'm going to just try to block the opponents from getting the spade fit. See if that worked or didn't. It was a pretty aggressive, weird action. The opponents did not have a spade fit, and we have an interesting play hand. On the surface, it only looks like we have the 1 club loser. But there's a lot of business that needs taken care of on this hand because we have the 9-8-3 of spades that all need to be roughed unless the spades are 4-4. Or I could just work to set up the clubs. That might get messy too, though. Interesting hand. So thought number 1 is to win the ace of spades and put the queen of diamonds on the table. Because if they cover with the king, then I'm going to be able to throw my club loser away. But maybe that's just the pipe dream to avoid losing 1 trick on this hand. Because if that, let's say that even works. Like, let's say I win the ace of spades, I lead the queen of diamonds, it goes king ace, and I play the jack of diamonds, and I throw away my jack of clubs. I still need to travel back to my hand a bunch of times to rough spades. Is that really legitimately... I would have to rough... The 9 of diamonds would be an easy rough, and 1 club would be an easy rough. Maybe 2 clubs even would be an easy rough, but I might need to do it 3 times. And if it goes queen of diamonds low, like if I win the ace of spades and it goes queen of diamonds low, that would really not be good for the home team because now I've burned an entry to dummy and I'm nowhere closer to setting up clubs. I'm nowhere close to roughing out the spades. But if the king of diamonds is onside, I'm probably gaining a trick. So I could rough this and lead a club. No, I would. If I was going to try and set up clubs, I think I would win the ace of spades and play the jack of clubs out of my hand to keep as many entries in dummy as possible. They're going to win it and play a diamond back almost for sure. And then I'm going to... The problem is I can't set up clubs because once the ace of diamonds is gone, my only entries back to the dummy are with roughs, and I can't draw trumps ending in the dummy. This is a really interesting play problem. So I think I'm leaning back towards my first thing of just playing the queen of diamonds and hoping for the best, winning the ace of spades and playing the queen of diamonds. I might even just spin the queen of diamonds and just play to make 5. Like, even when it loses, I just deal with it and use the ace jack of diamonds to throw away 2 spades. That might be fine too. I'm going the route of winning the spade and playing the queen of diamonds. Let's go king, and then maybe we'll... King. Slow. Well, there's no way they didn't cover with that dummy. Just no chance. So what do I do now? I could play ace of diamonds, diamond rough, spade rough, diamond rough, spade rough, queen of hearts. Or I can win the ace of diamonds and lead a club. I can start with that. Yeah, that's got to be better than losing a sure diamond trick. So, all right. So I'm going to win the ace of diamonds. I'm going to play a club. They popped ace. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, now I'm down to spades 4-4, and I need to safely get back there. Let's see that king of diamonds. There it is. Okay, well that's interesting. An interesting development. It doesn't feel like the spades are breaking anymore. And I can play a club safely and not get overruffed. Okay, well, if the spades are breaking, then I'm gonna make an extra trick. The trumps were 2-2. I don't see how I could have made there. Boom. I think this was the only way to make 12 tricks. So I think I did well on the hand, unless they bid slam. Push board. Glad I didn't hit the cube this time. All right, keep moving along. King, ace, easy 10 count pass. It's funny, I get so tilted on myself for hitting the cube when it's wrong. I feel like I'm pretty good with the cube, but when it's wrong, it's just such a demoralizing feeling. Here I am, like a full hand later, and it's still driving me crazy that I cubed and was wrong on a very winnable board. I could have chosen any other route on the hand and won the board. All right, a heart pass, a pretty normal one spade response. 3 clubs is a strong jump shift. You can see it's game forcing, shows 19 or more points. I've got stoppers in the last suit. I'm just going to bid 3-0. Seems like a pretty standard bid here. Okay. Well, what I'd like to do, I have 4 diamond tricks. 2 clubs and 2 spades and a heart. That's 9. Good chance I can take an extra club trick, but there's going to take some unraveling on this hand. I feel like I have entry issues. So I can unblock all the diamonds and take my 9 tricks. I could and unblock the spade. I only really have 1 entry to my hand, the ace of hearts. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe I can build a club for 10. What happens if I win and I just attack hearts though? Like I pop ace of diamonds and play ace of hearts and a heart up. That'll burn my other entry. But will that get me anywhere closer to a 10th trick? It will if the hearts are perfect and the diamonds are 3-3, then I can make 11 on that path. I could win the ace of diamonds and play ace of hearts and a heart, and then I actually don't quite need the hearts 3-3. I could also make it if they're 4-2, if it's queen doubleton or king doubleton, or if they're king queen fourth on my left. I'll be able to build 3 heart tricks. So, and then at the end, I'll be able to use the king of spades for the 7 of clubs, and if my diamond is good, I'll be able to use the 4th diamond for the 9 of clubs. That feels like a pretty good path because I might also have squeezes. If the person with 4 diamonds has like the queen jack of spades, I might be able to squeeze them. Or if they have club honors, I might be able to squeeze them. I'm going that route. I might only end up with 9 on this path, but I think it's the right route. Is it heart up to the ace, heart back, and I'm gonna duck this. Okay, I didn't need to because the queen popped up. Okay, and now, okay, so now you'll get a chance to see this possible squeeze position. Jack of hearts, I can throw a club, and I can actually throw 2 clubs. There went the spade. I can throw 2 clubs. I won't because I don't need it. I can play the ace of spades. And now the jack of diamonds over. If these are 3-3, I'm in business. That looks good. Okay, they're 3-3, so I'm claiming. I think that getting 11 on this hand is going to be a win. I don't know, but I feel pretty good. Yes, sir. All right, let's check the results on this one. And this is the other feature that they just came out with, which I absolutely love. Wow, down 2. So I definitely outscored down 2. Is you can hit this other result button and see how you would do against other people. You can see that Weinstein, Chris Walenkin, and Hoop were the only other people who made +2. So I would have won against most people. That's how you can read this chart. All right, let's rematch here. I like when I win a board, I like to go back at the opponent right away. 13, 15, 17, and 2 queen doubletons. So the question is, does this hand bid better by opening 1 no, or opening a heart and raising to 2 no over 1 no? I really want to have the lead come into my hand. Queen doubletons are amazing receivers of the lead. If having the lead come into queen 10 doubleton or into the queen doubleton. So if I open a heart and partner bids a spade, that's perfect. I could jump to 3 spades. But then partner's playing the hand for one thing. But what I'm thinking more is if I open a heart and partner bids a no trump, now partner's declaring no trump, and I really want to declare no trump. So I think I'm going to open 1 no on this hand. Might lose the heart suit in the process, but there's a lot of opportunity to win this board too. Queen of hearts. Okay. Happy with that lead. I wonder if I can just duck the heart, if they'll just continue. I think they will. I'm going to. They might have 4 of them, and then it doesn't matter, but it's going to look like they like their partner. Nope. Okay. I don't mind that, but all right, I'm going to spin the queen of clubs. If they cover, I might have to duck. First of all, should I cash the ace of hearts and see what the situation is in hearts, or should I lead the queen of clubs and then duck it? I have to lead the queen of clubs and duck it. So they played the 5 of clubs there, which really makes me think the clubs are 4-2. They won the king of clubs, which also makes me think the clubs are 4-2. So I mean, there's not a lot left of this hand. I can duck 1 without it costing me at all. I mean, it'll cost me if the clubs are 3-3. They're not everything's not breaking. There's no way the hearts are breaking and the clubs are breaking because the robot's too smart to just give me the rest of the tricks. If I duck win, I just don't see how this is going to matter. I just need some breaks. Come on. Follow. Okay, well, there's good news, bad news. I mean, I'm going to take 4, 5, 6 tricks. So I'm going down 1. And if I opened a heart and partner bid 2 hearts, there's a decent chance we would get too high. I wasn't going to pass. And 4 hearts, so I think going down 1 might actually be a win on this board. So anyway, I'm not going to get too fancy here in the end. I'm just going to take my tricks. Down 1, and I can't take another trick, so I'm going to claim. Come on, give me some green. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're on a little streak here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, 4 hearts doubled. You see, if you open a heart and reverse to spades, you're just in game. It's interesting that Leah didn't just raise 1 heart to 2 hearts. Let's check out the other group. So I beat everybody in the room on this hand. They all got too high, except for one person who was able to stop in 3 hearts, and I would have lost to them. All right, cool. Let's just rematch one more time. Keep it going. See if I can make it to the king of hearts. 11 high card points. This hand is good enough to open. Don't like opening aggressively in this format, but ace, king, 10, 6 is just too good to pass up. Okay, the preempting opponent. So I have nothing to think about. I have an automatic pass. When you're the opening bidder and you have a minimum hand and you don't have to bid on your second turn, you typically don't, certainly not to the 4 level. Okay, so they preempted 3 hearts, they bid 4 hearts, and partner double, which says takeout. Probably 3 to 5 clubs, 3 diamonds, and 5 or 6 spades. I have a good hand for 4 spades. If partner's got 5 or 6 spades. If partner's only got 4 spades, this could get ugly. I would never bid 4 spades on a doubleton here. But I'm doing it. And should I hit the buzzer? Should I hit the cube? I am. I think that this is a pretty good path. Ooh, I wish I could undo the cube now that we're back in diamonds, but okay. I found the winning bid. 4 spades was the contract. 5 diamonds is just going down. All right, well, they might make 4 hearts doubled. I would need a lot for them to be making 4 hearts doubled, especially now that I know East has only 3 clubs. Well, if they had 7 hearts and 3 clubs, then I can claim. So they were only going to lose 2 spades and a diamond, so a loser. How did I lose? Let's see. You got to play. You opened a weak 2 bid with an 11 count. That's always in the game in this format. It's not crazy. Well done, Hung Ding. They got me with it, but I will continue on. Otherwise, I feel like I actually made the best decision of being in 5 of not selling out to 4 hearts doubled. Let's check some other results and see what other people are up to. Well, I would have lost this against most people. I can see that I would have won against Chris Walenkin because he decided to pass it, I assume, on the same opening bid, and he just decided to pass. That was in the game too. And what else? Who else we got? I would have won a couple times of people who played 4 hearts, but not. Somebody got out for down 1 and 5 diamonds. How did that happen? Oh, they bid straight to 5 diamonds, and then on the ace of hearts they shifted to a club, and they popped up with the ace. Interesting. Okay. All right, next result, next hand. So I had a little power failure and it caused my recording to break. So I had to re-record the end of this session at a different time. But between the last session and now, I had a little chance to rank up a little bit. So you can see that I'm all the way up at King of Hearts. So I'm going to play a couple more hands to finish up this video. So here I have a pretty run-of-the-mill weak 2 diamond bid, kind of perfect, no defense. Not the best vulnerability, but with this suit quality, I would always open a weak 2 diamonds, and I would expect my opponent to as well. So partners bid 2 hearts, which I have a fit for, which is excellent. And they've overcalled 3 diamonds, which is Michael showing spades and clubs. So I'm going to show my partner my fit. I am on the minimum of my range, so at least I've shown my partner everything I need to show them. And looking at the vulnerability, we're vol and the opponents aren't. This is not the right time to sacrifice, even though I have a great hand for my partner. I already showed my partner that I have 6 diamonds and I have 3-card heart support. So if it was right to bid 5 hearts, it would definitely be my partner's responsibility. So, okay. And dummy hit with a solid 6-5 hand. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to do anything here against Brando. It's going to be a push board, I imagine. Okay, what could we have done? Well, it looks like we actually had a pretty good situation at the 5 level. We only would have lost a diamond and a club off the top, but I guess they could take a diamond rough for a 3rd trick, but that's only down 1, so it actually might have been a good sacrifice to bid 5. I'm actually shocked that my partner didn't at least think about it. They can see that they're at worst like on a heart finesse probably. If I had ace queen 6 of diamonds, we'd be in pretty good shape. So I'm a little surprised the robot sold out, but it might have been the right thing to do as well. All right, let's keep going. I'm kind of waiting till I draw people that are a little level up so I can get some of those 16-14 or 17-30. I think that when I clip up to King of Spades, what'll happen is I'll start being able to draw hands against the top aces, and then I'll get a lot of those 17-13 situations. So I have a strong no trump, pretty normal, although this is an aceless strong no trump. And I'm not going to lie, this is something I would never do in real life. I would always open every 15 count 1 no. But at this board of match form, wouldn't be crazy to me if these aceless 15 counts, if you're better off not opening 1 no. I'm doing it anyway, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's a winning strategy. Okay, so what is their 2 hearts? Just natural hearts. I can't do anything over that, so. Okay, and 3-card sequently looks pretty standout. I'm going to throw the king clubs on the table. Okay, let's slow this down a little. So they won the ace of clubs. Our king of clubs lead went around to the ace. So there's not going to be a ton of thinking on this hand. You can see Declare won the ace of clubs, and now they're immediately going after trumps. They're probably playing ace of trumps and a trump to just try to clear the heart suit as quickly as possible. I might have a very difficult play at the next trick after I win the 10 of hearts. Maybe my partner can win the queen of hearts for me to help me, but come on, this is what I want. Overtake and make my life easy. No, they didn't. So I don't think it's right to play queen jack of clubs, because if that gets rough, then the 10 will be set up. And if Declara has 2 more clubs, then even if it doesn't get rough, the 10 will be set up. The problem here is that I really have no idea what to shift to, a spade or a diamond. Maybe I play the queen of diamonds back. If partner's got the jack of diamonds, it's going to be pretty important that I lead the queen and not low, unless partner's got jack 8, in which case it won't matter. I think that's probably the best play. The only time the queen of diamonds will hurt me is if Declara has king jack doubleton. So I think I'm just going to play the queen of diamonds back and hope partner's got the jack or the king. Okay, it looks like partner had the king because of how quickly they won the ace and dummy. Okay, maybe they have both the king jack. That's possible too. Okay, let's see what happens when I play a diamond back. Partner won the king, so I might have blown a diamond trick by playing... Yeah, I did blow a diamond trick by playing a diamond. But I had a really hard play, so I don't know. I can safely play low here, because if Declara has the queen, I'm going to get it later, so... Did not matter. So I blew a trick. I'm pretty sure I would have blown a trick. I guess a spade was safe because partner had queen 10 third. I had no idea that it was safe. Oh, but so looking at it now, I don't think that we could have ever gotten 2 diamond tricks, because if we didn't break diamonds, Declara could just attack spades for a while until that 13th spade would be high. And if we ever play a diamond, whether I played low or the queen, it was still going to cost me a trick, because if I played the 3 back, it would have gone 4 king, and then they would have had an easy finesse position. So there was really nothing I could do on this hand. It was just a regular push. All right, let's try. I'm going to go for one more swing, win or lose. The next swing will be the last hand of the video. Let's play the next hand. Oh, I wonder, did I gain a point for that draw? Because if I did... No, I didn't. Because then if I did, I would want a rematch, but... Okay, I get to play against Leah. Never mind about it being the last hand. I'm going to play my 3 hands against Leah because I love playing Leah. Whenever I play Leah, I get a lot of opportunities to use the cube. I might have mentioned that already in a video, just because the robot she's so predictable that as soon as I can take one slightly different action, I know I'm probably not going to get a push, and therefore it's right to use the cube. And just to show you my situation against Leah, you can go to anybody's profile by clicking here, and you can see how many wins or losses that you've gotten against them. So you can see that I'm a perfectly even 21, 21, and 21. That's pretty amazing in my 64 boards against her. But that's because, so I'm probably a huge net plus for points because of all the cubes that I've been able to hit. So I'm pretty confident when I'm playing against Leah that I'm doing well. Because first of all, I'm getting 17 to 13. So that means that 21 times I won 17 and 21 times I lost 13. But I promise you I won more on those 17 than just 17 because I've been hitting that cube button a lot. So, all right, I have 17 highs, 4-5 in the majors. Pretty close between overcalling a heart and making a power double of doubling and then bidding 2 hearts if partner doesn't bid spades. I don't love my 2 jacks in the minors, but I love my major suits. So I am going to start with a takeout double with this hand, and I'm planning on showing a power double. So partner's Q-bid. That's interesting. All right, so let me bid 2 hearts, which is forcing, and show my hearts. Hopefully partner bids spades. Okay. That is interesting. So they've got 5 spades and 11 or 12 points. Interesting. The way I would play this 3 spades is setting spades as trumps and looking for slam. I've actually taught a really good lesson on this called Takeout Doubles Continued, which really digs into these 2 club, and you can find those on my website, wolpertbridge.com. Anyway, so over 3 spades, if partner's just making a game try and has 11 points, we could make a slam, but it's very unlikely. So I'm just going to kick it into 4 spades and hope that the robot gets the lead wrong. And this is not a hand that I can really hit the cube because there's a really good chance that it's just a push board. We have like 29 points and we're going to end up in 4 spades, which I just imagine the robot is as well. So I don't think anything fancy's happened. And unfortunately, they've gotten off to the right lead. This is going to be a really quick play hand. And then I'm going to hit that rematch button with Leah. Ace, King. And now the north hand is pretty much set up. I am going to just draw 1 round of trumps, and that should be good to claim. And the reason it's good to claim is I know it's only going to take 2 more rounds of trumps, and I can rough the diamonds good, so claim. Push board, I'm sure. No, holy cow, I won. Thank you very much. Where did Leah go wrong? She got to slam. So over 2 clubs cubed, she bid 2 spades, and now when partner jumped to 4 spades, she went to slam. Hey, I'm only getting plus 15 now. I guess because I've reached a certain rank, it's only even money now, but I'm still playing her. I love playing Leah. I thought it was 17-13 for everybody. I thought she behaved like an ace. Okay, 9-12, a pretty normal 1 club opener. I can't swing on this hand. Partner's 1 spade should promise 5. This double was 2 card support and diamonds. I'm going to bid 1 no trump because I have stoppers in their suits. Okay, they jumped to 3 hearts. 11-13 points with 0-3 spades, 0-3 diamonds. I have a well-placed king of diamonds. I have 4 nice hearts. And I only have a doubleton in my partner's spade suit. I think I might double. I feel like they're a little bit over their heads. They're at 16-18 and double and then hit the cube. So that's what I'm going to do. What is double by me? Is it penalty? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna hit the cube and I'm gonna double for penalty, and let's roll the dice. Let's do it. We're not getting a push, so I'm not gonna have one of those moments like earlier in the video where I pushed the board and but that is a terrible dummy for me. No ace of diamonds on my right. The only good thing is that queen 10 third of clubs. Partner's 10 of spades makes me think that declare's got queen jack third of spades. Let's see. I really hope you have the 10 of hearts there, partner. Nope. I'm still getting the hearts. Let's see. I'm getting 2 heart tricks now for sure. I'm going to win the king. I don't want to get end played. How can I avoid it? I guess I'm going to play a spade back either way. It can't hurt me. I can win the ace now and play a diamond, or I can duck. They're the same thing. I just need my partner to play a club back when they get in. I think this is looking good for the home team. Now I can get the ace of hearts out of my hand, so I just can't be end played at all. And I can pump a diamond back. Okay. Okay, declare missed in the trick. This is a win. Book it. Plus 30. Got a full-fledged 500 against thin air. No chance that this is a loss. Boom. Thank you, Leah. Let's just check it out. So Leah also defend. Boom. I love that feeling. Ranking up. You can see Leah only got it down 1, but down 1 would have been a win anyway because she didn't double. She actually didn't bid 1 no either and then didn't double. All right, 1 more rematch against Leah, and then I'm going to call it a video. That was fun. And let's see. We've got a 16 count. Unfortunately, this is impossible that I'm going to get to double. And let's just double check that. Really big quirk of Leah right now, I would hope that they'll change it over time, is that she plays Texas transfers over 1 no, but over 2 no she plays these South African Texas, so 4 clubs is for hearts and 4 diamonds is for spades. Look out for that if you're ever, I've been burned on it. My mom was been burned on it, I heard her, because I got my mom pretty into the game this week while she's been visiting, and she's like, what's going on, in her South African accent when she misunderstood the transfers. The 2 things that you need to know with Leah, 1 is that when they open 2 no trump, that 4 clubs is hearts, and the other is that when they open 2 no trump, that when they transfer to a major, that accepting promises a fit. Hopefully that'll come up in one of my videos, and those catch me off guard, and I've caught her off guard, and I've heard her complaining, so I'm sure they've caught you guys too. All right, so let's accept the transfer for spades. All right, it's just look up pretty normal. I'm off 3 aces. I'm going to lose the ace of clubs. I'm going to lose the ace of diamonds. And I'm going to lose the ace of spades. And then I hope I don't lose a ruff. Now I'm going to keep the queen of spades in my hand in case I need to ruff high on the diamonds. I didn't. Okay, claim, push board. good finish to the session, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching, and hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. It helps other people find the video, so subscribe or like or do all that. Thank you very much, and see you next time.